And we are live. Sweet. Hi. Hey guys, I know it has been a hot minute since I have recorded a video. I always say I'm gonna get better at that. And I don't. I'm sorry about that, you guys. I am. I recently just started a second job. So I'm working like 25 hours a week at this job plus the 40 I work at my day job right now. So I get a few nights off a week, which is nice. This is only temporary just so I can get some money saved up and some bills paid so that I can finally afford to move into my first apartment in the fall. Yeah. um, but anyway, yeah, so I'll try to do what I can to be a little more active, be a little more online, and hopefully reach out a little bit more. I just came on here because, as the title states, I recently just made another purchase from Spiritual Vibes and the Soul Sisters. It's that's a great shop. I know I've said it a dozen times at least in past videos, but hey, it still rings true. It's an amazing shop, and I love it there. And Marianne and Nina, of course, always just are very good people who are just always so sweet and so kind. That alone is what brings me back, is just the acquaintanceship or the friendship that I've been able to develop with them, and getting to know them. So even if it is just through a screen and through social media, I mean, it's still an amazing friendship, and I'm glad I got to meet such great people. But anyway, I'm here because both there and at, dare I say it, a place called Wish.com. A friend of mine introduced it to me. It's really cool. It's like an online shop. If you don't know what it is, it sells everything from electronics to home appliances to clothing to knickknacks to you name it. They pretty much got it, and at a discounted price from other sources. Let me tell you. um, but yeah, I got a couple of things there that I'll get into as we progress here. But one of the main things I wanted to come on and make this video about was a recent purchase from Nina at SVSS. Um, it's this lovely, beautiful wire wrapped pendant. Admittedly, I'll try to remember to link the video in the description from where she first put it out, because I admittedly can't remember what's all in here. But there is quite a few different stones and herbs and things. It's meant to be a protection charm or amulet, and essentially a return to sender. Anyone sending some bad mojo your way, this helps guide and protect you, which is why under the next full moon, I'm going to charge it and do a working to bless it and to charge it, as well as a nifty little salt orb and lamp, which I have here on my desk, but I may show those at a later time, considering I'll have to totally pull them out and rearrange. And just given where I've got them right now and how they're put away and everything, it'll be a production trying to get those out. So I'll save that one for another video and do it another time. But I'm going to charge and bless those two, because those are said to have the Himalayan salt in them, is said to have a very healing energy and positive energy in the environment that it's in. But I'm a firm believer in regularly cleansing and charging items like that, and of course cleansing and charging and blessing them, or in some ways, if you will, activate them upon purchase. So I may even do a video on that ritual to show how I do it. Just to share that part. It does integrate. I've seen people do on YouTube, like say the Lady Grave Dancer Tequila. She's done a ritual or a cleansing ritual and taped it in a video. So I've admittedly, when I was new to the craft, and still to an extent to this day, even watch her, Sunshine Morning Ray, some of the other familiar faces you probably know, and admittedly molded, I guess, if you will, certain parts of my craft around things I've seen, and just, I guess, for lack of a better term, do that whole monkey see, monkey do thing. I've read all the big books. I've seen other practitioners at work, and I've just, that's admittedly, since I am really a solitary self taught practitioner, learning by example of others is really how I've picked up major skills or parts of my craft. And, I'm not ashamed of that. I will admit it. I have formed a lot of my own practices, my own rituals, things that I do. But I will admit that in the beginning, anyway, it was stuff that I learned and picked up from other people and places and ideas. And a lot of it was very inspired by example. But I mean, you got to start somewhere, right? Well, anyway, so anyway, this is, it's, as you can see, it's in the shape of a heart. That alone makes it cool. Um, and this is wire wrap around it, which I think makes it absolutely stunning. The wire wrap in a lot of Nina's creations. She does have a pentacle necklace, I think of rubellite, that I bought. I'll have to take that out to show it sometime as well. That's actually one of the first things I think I bought from her shop. Actually back in like January, February-ish. One of the first things I bought, and that also has a property to it to banish negativity, return to sender, a very big protection amulet that I might want to take out and cleanse, because I have a jewelry box where I keep my pendants and some of my things that I have. I've started a collection. And admittedly, it has been in there for a while. I haven't worn it in some time, so I think I might take it out. I might sage it at the very least, bless it, and recharge it, and start wearing it more, because it really is beautiful and I enjoy it. But yeah, this is very nice. It's got a variety of herbs and stones and resins in it. It's got a nice glittery appeal to it as well. And then it comes, as a lot of her pendants and creations do, on this wired cord that is adjustable for size, so that if you wanted to wear it and hang it loose like this, as I typically do. Oh, I'm putting it on backwards. um, I do. I mean, I'm told you can pull on this part, wear it, up here like this as a choker, but not how I usually wear things. I do like them to be a little more loose and down on the chest. Just something about that is more comfortable. But yeah, and it came packed in this really nice tissue paper, very beautiful, and it was packed with a lot of blessings, protective herbs and things, as all of her creations are. At least the ones that have been sent to me have been packed this way. And I cannot tell you enough how amazing they usually make the wrappings smell. It's just those herbs and some of the oils or whatever it is that she uses to bless her packages for their protection and for their safe travels. That's the one part I do, admittedly, whenever I first get a package from them, is I take a minute to just because they just, on top of being very secure and having neat little stickers like this, it's coming in backwards. I don't know if you'll be able to see it right, but it says packed with love and has a little mountain thing. But yeah, these always just smell so good, because of the way that they're packed and some of the herbs and things that are packed with them. Another thing it came wrapped in that I'm thinking of keeping to find a use for is this twine, of course. I don't know how well you're picking it up, but it had this twine string or twine rope wrapped around it, very secured, very open, and then this very beautiful, lovely fabric to make almost, I think, an organza bag of sorts. It came wrapped in this, and for someone like me who does blessings and workings all the time and who wants to get into more of the mojo bag kind of workings, I'm definitely gonna keep this. Thank you, Nina, for wrapping it in this. I'm definitely gonna keep this because you can never have enough mojo bags or the materials for mojo bags, and this would be perfect. It's very soft too. It has almost, I know it's probably not velvet, or but it does have almost, I guess, kind of like a velvety touch. It is very soft, and just it was very, I think, very thoughtfully packaged by being packed this way. So thank you very much. It really is lovely, and I rather do like the color. Just a very lovely color, a very soft color, I think, and it was very amazingly packaged. And then another thing that came with it, chips, stone chips, black tourmaline. Okay, yeah, it took me a second. I mean, I'd seen the word before. Black tourmaline, purification and protection. I think they said it's the throat chakra. I'm not entirely sure. It's a base chakra, I think, or the throat chakra, one of the two. But I'm told purification and protection. So she included a sampling of the black tourmaline for spells, which perfect. I've got some workings coming up that I want to try to do soon, and this will be perfect for it. A perfect way to make a good strong base and just good. Thank you very much. It's this for what I want to do in this will come very in handy. Thank you so much. Now on to well, I got one of them off of Wish.com. There's a Facebook group or a Facebook page called Feng Shui. I might try to link that too because I'm going to go to them to get some more. Because the Wish.com one that I got was beautiful, but not as big as the Feng Shui one. And I mean, the small ones, I might get a few more of those from Wish and make like a small grid with them. But for what I want to use them for, I'm going to have to go to, like, say, Amazon or the Feng Shui page to get some more of the larger ones for what I want to do. But anyway, what they are is they are these crystal lotus flowers. Again, these are things that will be blessed and purified and charged when I get into my new place and have the space to spread out. Right now I'm still living at home and just a small tiny little bedroom. That and like a small living room in our basement. But that room, of course, is shared space, and so my altar and any kind of personal working spaces can't really go up there because it's shared, it's not private, and just for a variety of personal reasons, just wouldn't be, I don't think, a good dynamic, not a good space. But it will be when I get my place. Very witchy. And nobody can say anything about it because my place. But yes, I wanted to get several of these because I found one. It was going to be like $20, and I thought, worst comes to worst, $20. But I get this one about a week later, and when I first get it out of the box, I have to admit I was stunned. It wasn't as big as I thought it would be. Admittedly, in all honesty, I thought it'd be a little bit bigger, but it's still somewhat. I mean, since I'm kind of having to overhand it. Oh. So I don't have to funky. Let's see if the left hand does any better. But yeah, I mean that's huge. When looking at it right, it fills up the entire palm of my hand. I mean, yeah, see, I am thinking, since my room is underneath a deck in the basement, even with the curtains open, doesn't get a lot of sun during the day. The deck shades it, but that and some time in the moon to charge it, um, just because of how powerful of a connection to both things it could be. And then this is the Wish.com one, multicolored. So I may go back there to get a couple more of these because they were also relatively inexpensive. I think about $3, and essentially they were free. All you paid was the $3 for shipping. Another great reason I like Wish. But anyway, this one, as you can see through Wish, it has multiple stones and colors embedded in it, and it's just as got just as much sparkle and shine as the one from Feng Shui, which is why I think these would be good for gridding, or putting in like a gridding space at least. Um, and admittedly, there's also the aesthetic appeal. You know, I like how they look and have the appearance that they have, and they're just beautiful. And I'm gonna have to do it this way because my hand is basically swallowing it whole. But isn't that is just so pretty, and I absolutely love them. Um, both are just amazing, and I couldn't be more happy with either of them. They're just amazing. I'm going to definitely cleanse and charge them and use them in workings or as part of my altar state or my altar space, and a gridding space for when I want to do my grids, which is something I recently started getting into. Um, I'm thinking of building, when I've got the space for it, a tarot and oracle area. I've got a set of tarot cards, the Rider Waite deck. But again, I just want that to be the start of a collection and really focus in on that. Um, and I might use a couple of these as like a base, maybe a couple candles here and there just to help and say setting the tone of that space. Yeah, so that would be just an amazing experience, and I am very excited to share that with you guys again when I finally get into that place, make that transition, and get settled. You'll be hearing more. You'll see it. I'll again try to be on more. I'll try to show more as my practice progresses. Show more once I get them up, get them settled, and get a place for them, set up a working area and show you around that. I mean, as a community, that's what we are. We open and we share, and I am very excited to be a part of it. And this video is almost 20 minutes long. So I'm going to hop off and end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching and for being a part of a community and being so open. It's really fun, and I'm really excited to be on here more and share more. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, blessed be. Bye.